Hello, welcome back to Lehigh River Subdivision. I'm Ian. This is layout update number 9. Just before I get started, I want to remind everyone, if you see this video and you haven't entered for the contest, go to layout update number 8 and leave a comment of what scale, N or HO, and all you have to do is be subscribed to the channel. The contest entry does end tomorrow night. I believe I set it for 10 p.m. So just make sure you're entered. If you're not entered, I don't want to see anybody not be included in the contest if you're subscribed. So moving on, we're on this side of the layout here, which is supposed to be Binghamton. I had thought I had planned on extending this out further. So I might add another 2 feet on, or 18 inches, to get 2 more straights in there, which would allow me to bump my switches out from underneath. And there's a good view of the rail line running back underneath the layout to the other side. So we're going to come around to the bridge, and if you haven't noticed yet, the last piece of the divider for this section is in place, and this whole section is completely closed off now. And the other thing, if you haven't noticed, is there's light here without the flash of the camera. I picked up 2 more shop lights, LEDs. These are from Walmart. They're $15 a piece, which is really good price. I had a light fixture right there where you see the 2 wires running in. I know this isn't code, and I would never do this in anybody else's house, but it's mine, and I know it's fine. So I cut the plugs off and spliced them into the pigtails for the light fixture that was here. So now they come on and off with the light switch for the basement. So that was nice. I really like how much light was added with just the 2. I'm sure I'm going to have to add a couple more. But they do add a lot. I think they're 3,200 lumens. And they pull 30 watts, I believe the box said, so that's not bad at all. And you can see there's just like a rope LED light inside. Basically a throwaway light once it ever goes bad, but LEDs seem to last a really long time. So moving around, come to the inside, you can see what this now looks like, closed off. This section, there really isn't much room to work with between the rail line and the backdrop, so there's probably going to be a picture backdrop right here, and then I'll use trees or something to fill in that little bit of gap to give it, we'll use some type of forced perspective there to add depth, since it's so shallow. And then following around, there's been nothing new with the yard. I did figure out the track plan for the top here. So we got the curve, the straight, and it comes back to these S curve right here. Now the one question I do have, and if anyone has any insight, I found that Cato makes curved bridges, and they make it in the same diameter as this double track. If anyone's ever worked with them or knows anything about them, leave a comment in the comment section, because I do not know much about them, because it's the first I've seen them, and I really like to put the curved bridge in this S curve so I can bring the Susquehanna River through, because this would be the Scranton Wilkes-Barre area, and that would be the Susquehanna River. So moving along, and follow the track around. There's, where it would join together. I've tested it, it all fits together, so this is more than likely how this part of the track plan is going to stay. So you got the curve coming out. This straightaway will have a number 4 Cato switch coming off, I think, for a lower loop in the future. And we got the S curve coming down. This is where I was going to have the Lehigh Gorge. I think I'm actually going to, this whole section actually is going to be a Lehigh Gorge, but I think I'm going to extend it and come down onto the back side I was originally going to have this be Lehighton, but I did some thinking, and the track comes, you know, around and goes back. Well, I want to have more room to do the gorge, and I want a little bit more room to do Lehighton, and I feel cramped in this section. So what I'm thinking is, I got this wall here, and I drilled this drill bit through so I can see on the other side. So if we take a walk back and we come over on the other side of the stairs. So here we are on the other side of the stairs, and I've got, here's where that drill bit comes out. So I have this shelf in the way, and you know, my furnace is back here. So this area wouldn't have too much, but what I was thinking is I got the cutout underneath the stairs, maybe come out from over there on a 45-degree, come into here, add another horseshoe curve right here, be about four feet to do that curve, and then have it go back, maybe come straight down here and curve and go back, or do another angle and go back, just so I can add, it'd probably give me another 20 feet of main. So that's the idea there. These dividers are just set in place to give me an idea of what I'm working with. And as you'll take notice, I did get the foam sub base here. Instead of just getting a truck, because I couldn't find anyone to get me a piece, I just cut the 4x8 sheet into 4 pieces of 2x4. And then I would have liked to did it in one whole piece, but getting stuff sometimes is difficult when you don't have a truck and you do what you gotta do. And then this piece of foam was also put in. So that's what I got done, but I did some brainstorming, and I really think I want to go through that wall into the other room. But that's something that might be down the road, so I'm still going to continue with the plan I have, because it won't be too hard to rip this out, flip the curve, go that way. And this little scene here will be the only place where you'll be able to see the train double back on itself before it goes back into staging. So that's my thoughts there, and I believe that's it for layout update number 9. I got some news today that it's not really the best news, but I'm going to have, I think, a lot more time to work on the train layout and things around the house. So with that being said, there should be a lot more progress happening on this layout over the next few months. So I'll keep the camera rolling since you guys like watching, and I hope everyone has a great week, and make sure you're entered for the contest that ends tomorrow night. We'll probably, I don't know which day this week I'm going to do the drawing, so I might want to do it maybe in the middle of the week. That way I can get people's addresses and get stuff sent out so you can get it by the end of next week if you're the winner. So I just wanted to say, before I say goodnight, I hope everyone has good luck. I know only one person can win each prize, but I wish best of luck to everyone. And thanks for watching.